Smell me like a Hellcat.
Hey guys, this is EmeraldAvengerG. Recently, in the forums, developers have been mentioning how they are wanting to do something to Roadhog's defensive capabilities. And that has sparked a bunch of speculation among the community, wondering what might this be? Might this be a new passive? Might they be reworking one of his abilities? Most likely to take a breather or something along those lines. And in today's video, I'm going to speculate what I think and what a few other people think might be happening to him. So this entire idea originally sourced from another YouTuber known as Blame the Controller, who originally said that he might be getting a new passive called Bodyguard. What Bodyguard is it plays into what his profession is. He's a bodyguard for Junkrat. I mean, other heroes, their profession plays into what they do. Sombra is a computer person, so she can hack into stuff. And who else? Mercy is a doctor, so her role is a medic on the battlefield. Stuff like that. Torbjorn's an engineer, so he builds turrets. And so maybe he's getting a passive that is relaying what his profession is in canon, which would be bodyguard. And so how this would work, I mean, I'm not going to have any exact percentages or anything. But basically, he's going to have his own passive for himself. It works for him and others. But for him, it makes him damage resistant to a specific amount. No, not armor, but as if he works like a little bit less of armor. It would take, with some percentages I've seen, it would basically make him as hard to kill as Reinhardt. And of course, he would have to take the breather. But the second part to this is that the nearest ally to him, any damage that they take, a certain percentage of that will be put onto him, and then minus the reduction from the own health point pool that's taken off of him. Which, doing this, would make him kind of a Zarya. Kind of work like Zarya with her bubbles, except people are actually getting harmed in the making of this. But there are a couple of, like, this might end up being overpowered, and could he die in the process of, like, if someone were to take fatal damage from it, would he also, like, if he were to take fatal damage because he was so low health and someone was already taking damage, would he die from it, or would it cut off at a small number, like 1 health point, 5 health point, 25? Who knows? I mean, this is something that we're just speculating on. We have no idea what Blizzard's gonna do. It's most likely, I don't really see them removing or changing the hook anymore since it's already been changed. The only thing I could think would be they would maybe possibly change the, I don't know, possibly change the take a breather to have an AoE or something? I mean, that could work though. There's something that could go there. He takes a breather and it heals people around him. Make him more of a support tank, which is what the bodyguard passive would be. Like, I think the only real way to save him in the meta is make him a supportive tank, honestly. That's what I think would be the best thing to do, because we have defensive tanks, which is like Reinhardt and Reese, and then we have dive tanks, which are the offensive tanks. Then we have Tank, who is like, Reinhardt and Reese are the defensive tanks, when Winston and Diva are the dive tanks. But then we don't really have a supportive. We have a defensive tank, which is Zarya, but she's only defensive whenever she's not on cooldown. If this were to apply to Roadhog, it would mean that he basically could just be sporadically moving around inside of the group of teammates and constantly be keeping them from taking damage, which could work. It would really work. Actually, if I wanted to put forth the time, I could go into my mod making tool and mod it into a TF2 engine, see how that would work. I mean, of course, it's going to be inconsistent because it's in the TF2 engine, not the Overwatch engine. But you can't mod an Overwatch because you'll get stuff suspended and other crap like that. But those are two ideas that could work. The take a breather is actually something I kept with myself. He takes the breather and it heals him, but also affects people within his immediate proximity, or maybe it can work one of two ways. It affects people within his proximity, they get healed, or it leaves a overtime effect, like he will continue to be healed for a couple seconds after taking a breather, and he'll have like an aura around him. If he walks to someone, it will heal them, kind of like a mobile Soldier 7, like a mobile biotic field for Soldier 76. Not as effective, of course, because that'd be way too overpowered if you just had a tank and healer in one person. That'd be a bit too overpowered, but it would bring him back into the meta. One of those two things would. Bodyguard, of course, would have to be ironed out, so it's not too overpowered, because you could be soloing out your support and making sure they don't die through the entirety of this, because that'd be the main purpose of it, is keeping your support alive would be what I would, because I play Roadhog a lot, and I'm typically literally meat shielding for my support, and this would mean I wouldn't have to meat shield, but I also would still have to solo them, which means I would be in the back lines with them in some situations, unless it's a Lucio who's constantly in the front lines moving people off the map in that situation. But those are a couple of my ideas and community shared ideas. Do go check out the Blame the Controllers YouTube channel. It's pretty big, a lot bigger than mine, honestly, depressingly. What else you guys in the next one? Please submit your clips and your prefabs in the description below. My email and gamertag is there for submitting. And I'll see you guys next one. This is Matt, the EmeraldAvenger. Peace out.